Alrighty then, welcome back everybody, welcome back to the Prelog scene. And yeah, it has been some time, sorry about yesterday. Some things came before it and I was like, alright, I don't have the time or the attention to work on it for the day. So I did it actually after doing the thing, and that was like around 12 o'clock at night. Oh well. It happens, it happens, it happens. But yeah, I must say I'm very excited to say that I'm very happy upon the result that I came across, because today I actually was working on the drawing again, so that actually went pretty well. But the main problem with it of course is that the what is it again? How do you say that? The main problem with it was that it was a goddamn rock. Yeah, these things right here. I'll show you. These things right here, they are the crack texture that was actually not there before, and it bothered me big time. Honestly, one of the things that I don't like is that those things were, well, not very accurate upon the rock texture. Of course, you know, the moment I actually came across it, it was like empty. So let me show you what I mean. Just give me a sec. I need to grab all the things together so that I can start with all of this. So we have 5. Oh great, this thing needs to be recalibrated again. Okay. So yeah, before this was where we left off, and today, oh well, yesterday I actually finished this off. So now we actually have a correct texture that actually looks good. Because the moment we look at this now, the background actually is not empty with all that white stuff. Which is not what I wanted with it. Because I need to have texture in the background so that it actually looks better. Because it is very open and very flat. The characters are very flat. Some of the background is very flat, but if I put everything flat, it won't work properly, especially with the shading of it. So yeah, we got that done. Today I actually want to do the mirror or the window. So I want to actually draw the window in, and then after that I will call it a day, mainly because I also need to go to the gym. So yeah, that's a thing that I need to do. Fun fact. It is today. Today is actually the start of a new gym exercise. So instead of going inside, I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna be running a circuit. A circuit? I think it is a circuit. Goddamn French words. I mean, really. All up. A circuit. Then of course a circuit. No. Yeah, that's a circuit running on the circuit. Circuit workout for runners. Yes, so it is the thing that I was measuring, right? Yeah, this is what I'm gonna be doing. This. It's gonna be a very fun thing because it's outside. It's not raining anymore, so it should be all fine. Instead of 300 meters edited at 5K, that's not what I'm going to be doing. What I'm going to be doing probably is going to be a 100-meter sprint, so around 33 kilometers per hour, I believe. Yeah. And then 400 meter, then the other 400 meters, so there's 500 meters in total in the circuit. So it's going to be 100-meter sprint, then after that 400 meters walk, then go back to sprinting again, 500 meters, and then do that around 8 times, 6 times, depends on how much I actually have of sustainability in my condition, because I'm not the very long runner, honestly. I'm a very fast runner, but not a very long runner, so I will be probably very exhausted when doing it. But yeah, so let's continue here. First things first, I actually need to do a calibration again. Calibration. But before that, I actually want to show you something, because I actually did some work. Well, waiting, of course, you know, I'm always like, alright, I have 3 hours to do something else, so I'm gonna be doing it. So, behold, you remember this thing that I did on the April Fool's Day? Yeah. So I actually did this instead. As you can see, there is a lot more stuff added to it. And yeah, I increased the soundtrack a little bit. And I think that this one is actually much more better than the other one. I'm gonna be Friday. I'm gonna be starting on this so that we can, leave this be here so that next week we will be working on the drawing for the soundtrack. So I'm gonna be doing 2 drawings. I'm gonna be going for Larry. Oh hey, oh hi, you're Chanel. Nice to see you here. So what I want to do is actually make the drawing of Larry again. So I'm gonna be redrawing the drawing that I showed that I've used for the clip. But instead of one, I'm going to be also making with the eyes open and with some other spectacles with it. Mainly because I actually added in the drawing. I added in the soundtrack, so allow me to show you what I mean. So that you guys can actually hear a bit what I created. So around here is almost the same. This is all the same. This is all the same. This is all the well, it's not fully the same, but it is almost the same. So I'm going to be starting here, mainly because the first bit of the soundtrack is already on the internet, so not supposed to be that much of a difference. There is a little bit, but it's a little bit in the inconsistency of the soundtrack. But then again, it's still almost the same. So yeah, I'm going to be starting here, and I'm going to be letting you guys hear that part. So yeah, the fun fact is that this whole the fun fact is you technically can hear a little bit of the beat, but when once the full soundtrack comes around, you can hear actually the right amount of, I'm putting it actually middle of the sector. Here, let's do this bit, and then immediately be like, yes, this doesn't make any sense. But once you add the original soundtrack towards it, you can hear exactly what I mean with the consistency. But yeah. It has much more beat to it, much more bite, which is a lot more better than before. I'm going to be still a little bit iffy on it, mainly because I actually want to double check on if it is actually correct. So I want to do a little bit of a test tomorrow, because, hearing it twice, hearing it multiple times a day, you get deafened by the soundtrack itself, so you can no longer judge properly. It's the same with art, by the way. You just need to take a little bit of a break. Of course, doing the break is very important. That's why I'm going to be drawing it on Friday, so that I will be done with it that day as well. Because I don't think Larry, no, those drawings are not that hard. They're supposed to be done in 1 hour. At least, that's one of my ideas. So I'm going to be drawing Larry 3 times. I'm going to draw Larry with the eyes open, draw the Larry with the eyes closed, and then draw the eyes when he's getting sleepy. So you get the point. That's what I want to do. All right. No further ado. Let's get continuing where I left off, because that's where it is important. So now we're back here. We're back at the goddamn drawing with the goddamn rocks everywhere and all the goddamn stuff where everything is way too much deeper. Which is a thing that happens, I don't mind it to be that much of a drawing, mainly because, if you look at this, for instance, you can see immediately like, yes, this is all the same part. But yeah, we need to now draw the windows. Now I need to do the calibration. I forgot about it almost. Luckily, I always have everything. Luckily, I can always understand where I left off. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is still not right. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on point. Good. So now it's back on point, right? Yeah, it's on point. All right, good. So today I'm going to be drawing the windows. So that is going to be the main idea of it. With the windows, of course, there are some issues, of course. One of the things that I need to draw is, of course, first draw the main thing of the windows, which is these big lines. This is not the right time. Head, thank you. Jesus. All right. This is not the right time. Absolutely not the right time. Hello. All right. Where I left off, there it is. Good. Oh, bloody hell. So what I'm gonna do is actually get these lines properly drawn in. Of course, there are some issues with these lines, mainly because of how the line's supposed to be drawn. I need to draw that in one stroke. I can't, because I'm that kind of an idiot that cannot draw long strokes. My hand gets tired from it. So drawing them tiny bits, like you get these big giant ones that are not correct. And of course I cannot use the line drawing part because of mainly because it's too tiny. The line style doesn't allow me to, especially because it's now zoomed in. There are a lot of things that need to be drawn. Luckily, when I'm drawing the windows, it should not be that matter. Then the matter is different. Alright, this should work. That does work. Sadly, there are some issues again. This bit right here is not fully correct. So we're going to be drawing that again. For fuck's sake. No. No erasing, please. No. Now it should work. Or is this part again wrong? Now it's right. Ah, for fuck's sake. I hate this. This is one of the worst things I ever could do, is drawing straight lines. That is not my style. This is why I prefer organic material over goddamn constructs. Mainly because I'm absolutely terrible at drawing straight lines. If you ever saw me draw, by the way, a train in drawing style, you know, back in the day when I was actually having the when I went to what is it called, industrial designer, I believe, I had to draw a train, and I was like, okay, I need to draw a train. Cool. How do I need to draw a train? Oh, you need to draw it with pencil. Oh. Oh, so there's no digital. No, you need to draw the pencil. You need to draw the train parts fully correctly in full nice lines. And I was like, you really wanted me to draw a train? Thank you, but no thanks at all. I don't want to draw a train. Well, would you not want to draw a train? I'm like, well, you're gonna have a train where all the wheels are absolutely not circles. All right, but that requires training. You should be able to train to get the train circles. Yes. Also, probably all of the parts of the train will probably be misshapen, but that's also training. And I'm like, yes, but you don't see the point. The whole point is that I cannot draw straight lines. So yeah, the whole point of these goddamn trains is that I'm not be able to draw. So when I drew the train, of course, the whole damn thing looked like a goddamn melted piece. You know, when you look at a train and then you put a big giant heater on it, like a death ray or something like that, then you have the train that I would draw. It's goddamn no straight lines at all. And this is why I prefer, you know, drawing something like organic, like a tree or something like that, because then you can make the mistakes that you can make. You know, you draw a tree. Oh, you draw a tree. All right, you draw a tree. You have a tree now. And the tree has also another leaf part. Oh, look at that. And then, of course, you can put another bit down. And then you have like, oh, that's a tree. Oh, no. And then you can put some grass on the bottom side. Ah, there you have it. Now you have a tree with all the stuff that you need to draw a tree. How easy is that? I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I mean. If I draw a goddamn train, I have this, all right? I have, you know, chuka chuka chuka, and then, you know, go down the hill where I need to look at perspectives and all that stuff, which I'm not good at. I'm not good at perspectives because, you know, I never learned about it, and I'm not the best at it. So learning that was an absolute nightmare. And then you have a train. Bam. There you go. You have now a train. So yeah, I can draw a train. That's not a problem. Problem is, it will probably not be expected the value that you need. Like, you need to draw a perfectly round train where every wheel is perfectly round. I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Not in a long time. All right, so this is actually that. So let's get this bit up and running. So we have now this. We need to have actually a second layer, mainly because I actually want to get because right now we're having like a metal bar, which is true, but this time we can actually add some new stuff to it, which I want to do. So this metal bar is going to be just for me to guide myself towards what I need to draw. So this metal bar does not exist. This is just to get the, you know, where you have the highlights on the midsection. That is exactly what it means. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be drawing here on the metal bar, we're going to be drawing these little bits, nooks and crannies that we want. This bit. There you go. I believe this actually will work. So if I do that, would that actually give ourselves... Oh, it does. It does exactly what we did. So, alright, so if that is correctly, I can now do this. As stated before, I'm not good at straight lines, but I will do my very best here. I'm gonna create the metal work that is necessary, mainly because we can now actually zoom in on the draw or on the palettes here. We can actually zoom in on these things. We no longer require anything else. So we could do that. And the question is that actually how I wanted to have these drawings? Well, that looks good, but it is not great. So let's see how we can add this better up then. If this is not the right way to do it, then let's add something else to it. So let's add something like this and to it. Of course, we're going to keep in mind everything else. There you go. This way we actually have a way to make this boring piece of garbage metal to be a little bit more entertaining to look at. Honestly, that's the main idea of it, at least. Of course, there are many ways of doing it. But of course, this is my way to do it. This way, we actually don't remove any of the detail that we had before, but because we can now zoom in, instead of, a little bit of thing, yeah, we get this, which actually looks much more better. See, it's a much more bigger improvement. All right. It looks like it's actually going to be having a thunderstorm tonight. That would be horrible, actually, because I actually want to still go, do some sports. So having a thunderstorm is not ideal. Oh, it is still raining. How nice. So, will then this circuit be fully wet and absolutely unable to be used because it's actually made out of sand? Probably. So that would be horrible. Having a mushy ground means that I cannot do my sprinting in the how do you say it, in the angles. So I need to then do it on the straight line so that I don't get slipped over. Hopefully that will work. But yeah, that's always the fun experience of weather here. It's always big, giant, mushy. All right, so now we have this. We now have this drawing right here that we can see definitely, yes, this is absolutely great. Glorious. There are some issues here, of course, but we can fix that. Come on. There you go. Easy. So now this is a thing, and now we also need to add some more stuff to it. Mainly tiny little detail to it. Not really. Just got this good. All right, let's hope it now actually works. This way, we actually have something to work on. One, then two again. Then one again. Then two again. All right, now we actually have something to work with. Nice. Now we actually have something to work with at all. That is good. Now that we have done that, we can now start with the window. And this window is going to be hard. It is going to be the hardest part of this all of this, and it's going to be a pain in the ass to do. Mainly because it needs to be done, well, in such a way that I actually do it. So, that's the way. Oh yes, I need to do this. Right, we're gonna be doing this my way before I make any goddamn mistakes again. First things first, we're gonna draw a line. This line will be thick, but this line is important. This line will be like so. These lines are guidelines towards the main line that we have, the parallel line where everything gets sucked into. Alright. I should not put them in white. I should put them in blue. Otherwise I won't be able to see them. Alright. Now we have done that. We can now start with the other one, which is going to be 5 again. And this will give us the amount we need. Or hopefully, Alright. This is going to be a reminder of how to draw these things. Good. Now let's see. Oh, bloody hell. Draw them in black. So what I'm here actually drawing are just, diamonds, but these diamonds need to be drawn, well, fine. Oh, that's gonna be such a nightmare to do. At least I'm doing it correct. All right. And now remove this. That looks. Ooh. Did I make a mistake here? Or did I make a mistake in that roster? I did, didn't I? I fucking did. Alright. Just give me a sec. This bit right here is wrong. Any inconsistency is wrong. I need to redraw this then. Fine. Let's remove this. No. Let's remove the shading bit. And let's redraw. Because right now there are some good stuff on this, but was non-existent, just to make sure that I don't overdrive. Because if I do, I screw myself over big time. Yeah. It's one of the hardest things to do. Ah, for fuck's sake. Maintaining a smooth stream, my ass. You're lying again, YouTube. Probably YouTube is lying again about the smooth streaming. I doubt it actually is that bad. But yeah, this requires a lot of handiwork. Why is there so... Yeah, it's the motherfucking piece of shit. There's a little bit of a gap between it, which is a pain in the ass to draw. Alright. I need to not draw it without. I need to draw it without. I'm not supposed to be drawing it with thickness. How thick need? It doesn't need to be thick at all. It needs to be 3.6 then? Now it does work. Now it works. Oh boy. In the ass. That's what it is. Yes, alright. Still works, good. It's one of the hardest things to do, honestly. I'll tell you that. Drawing goddamn windows. Now if I add a color to it, it should not be that problematic. Alright, so if I now look at this, and if I add now a color to this, like for instance red, how does that look? Oh, there is a smudge on my screen. Just one sec. I hate this when this happens. Not gonna lie. Smush. There you go. Waka, 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 waka. And now it should be clean, isn't it? It is not. Alright, this tree is getting old. Yeah. Oh, maybe cleaning it up like this might not be the smartest method. Alright, yeah, it's an old. It's this screen is getting old. Fuck. That's horrible. So detail work is gonna be a pain to do. Got it. Well, I'm just gonna be then believing in myself then instead, and just believing in my own detail work. Get it. Now, for fuck's sake. Black. No, 3.6 is better, especially on these ones. Mainly because then I don't make a lot of flaws in the thickness. The thickness of the squares doesn't matter, but thickness of the lines does. But yeah, I need to buy myself a new blanket to clean up the screen a bit. I will be doing that tomorrow, definitely. Alright, one more time this one. This sneaky son of a bitch needs to be done properly. We got this. Alright. Now we need to do this separately. Shaboop, 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 shaboop. Oops. And then this should work. Oh, for fuck's sake. That should work. Oh my god, that is gonna be the most weirdest thing ever. That doesn't matter that much, it looks like. Okay, I'll keep it here then. That bothers me so much. Hold up. This thing is so annoying to work with. It's almost like I'm almost 20 minutes stuck on one fucking Windows screen, but then again, it's all important. How tiny is this then? Oh, that's fucking tiny. But then again, looking far more closer into it. Yeah. So I need to fix this bit. much better. Yep, that will look good. All right, I will save it here and then call it a day. Bloody fucking hell. And, no. And yeah, I'm very happy that this all gets all done. Tomorrow I will be cleaning up the screen a bit because there is a little bit of a not so great. There's a lot of grease on it, so I should be definitely cleaning that up. All right, I hope you all enjoyed for today, and thanks all for watching. And I will see you all next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and bye.